All right, everyone. Welcome back to the 2024 Santa Cruz Masters Cup. This is round 2 over at Pinto Lake. You got Nate Perkins and Shasta Criss.
Hey there.
We've got Interactive Resources, OTB, helping us out with this coverage today, as well as Disc Zone, Whirlwind Disc Golf, and Flip Up Productions, as well as Billy's Flying Discs. Shasta, what do you think about Pinto Lake, man?
I really love Pinto Lake. It's almost like a nature sanctuary that we're playing disc golf through out here. It's really cool. It's another Tom Shot design, our local legend who brought disc golf to Santa Cruz and put into La Viega back in 1984. This course went in the ground, I believe, 2010 in preparation for the Worlds that we had here in 2011. It was the premier course. Yeah. It's a good compliment to De La. There's a little bit of technicality, but then there's also some bomber holes with OB keeping you honest, making you stay within the perimeter of the course.
All right, hole 1, 335. This one's back up behind this kind of collection of oak trees here. You can either play the wide hyzer out over the creek and try and filter back through. You can try and go low. Looks like Ezra likes this low shot.
Yeah, this is a nice play. That's what you got to miss, is that oak tree that kind of is growing out diagonally. It's right in the sweet spot, guarding it from about circle 2's edge.
It's coming up a little short as well. Chandler Kramer, you guys probably know him. All four hands, every shot.
Coming in with the fresh purple hair. He's always got some kind of cool, bright colored hair. His signature style.
And Josh Anthon, man. This guy's been playing high-level disc golf for a long time.
Yeah, he might be up there with some of the most open division Masters Cups wins and just plays. He's been doing it for probably about 2.5 decades, been playing this tournament.
Multi-time Worlds runner-up. Believe at least three MPO runner-ups.
I think it was 3 years in a row, actually.
Then it's probably 4, because he was runner-up when Barsby won in 2018.
Yep, that might have been his 4th, because he was runner-up to Doss here in 2011.
Wow. Chandler Kramer starting things off right with the forehand birdie. This is my first time seeing Pinto in the Masters Cup. I've been coming here since 2016, and it was a warm welcome. I really love this place. This is a great tournament course.
Good. I'm glad that you like it, Nate. I know some people expect to see only De La for the Masters Cup, but this is a different format we did to be able to get basically all the pros playing on the same week. We have the age-protected pros playing the day before out here, and then the FPO and MPO playing the next day. Here we go. This is a really cool signature par 4 here. Very technical. About halfway is an OB little creek there that dissects this hole. And the basket's on this little road that's just very protected and a tough little landing zone to stay on.
Oh, whoa.
Looks like Chandler had a little grip issue on that one. Kind of shocked himself.
Yeah, that was a shocking misfire right there, and you'll see a lot of the OB out here, if not all of it, is marked by these
the 4x4 wooden posts.
The posts.
It's nice. It gives a nice visibility to where you know the perimeter of the course is. But even on these technical holes, they're there. A little bit later, we'll get out to the meadow where they kind of come into play more to keep you honest. But here, it's really keeps you precise to stay in the fairway.
Needs a little fade. Oh, it's still green up there.
Yeah, you kind of basically have a certain point that you can get to and get past the OB on the right over there.
Oh, and he nearly had it. A lot of these big eucalyptus out here.
So you can kind of see here, this is where that OB ends and turns
right
right.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought the road was OB up there, but
So
that makes sense.
it only is in the beginning part, but the second half, like this whole upper road is safe. But this is going to be tricky to be able to get this to stop on this green.
That needs to sit. That'll be 55 back up the hill.
Ezra navigates that one nicely. Give himself a good look for birdie on this hole.
Yeah. Plenty of touch right there. Well, Josh is actually going to try and toss this up there.
Oh, I must have missed an OB stroke there by Ezra on the tee shot. Looks like that was for par for him. But Max picks up the birdie.
And this hole is daunting. This is just sloped directly toward that out of bounds. If you hit a tree, it's got a higher than 50% chance of rolling OB left, I feel.
Yeah, very true. You can kind of see this path to the left, and that's where the stakes are, and everything wants to feed down there. It's tough because you kind of have to get this turning over, but you really want to match the angle of the hill. You know, that's going to work for Max. He's going to have a nice little upshot from there. It stayed on the middle path. Yeah, these guys with these shots aren't really attacking the pin. They're more just trying to get in position for a 3. The really aggressive, I think Josh might be going for it, is a roller.
Is he going roller?
It's the way to get a birdie. And I think that's why Josh is here. He's here to get birdies.
I can see it now.
Yep.
Just cut.
Yeah, because it kind of wants to curl up the hill and it keeps fighting. But as you can see,
this play for birdie as well.
Right.
A little bit more turn. Stop right there. This is tricky. Yeah, really well thrown.
little ground play.
Climbed over that log.
Quite a stretch out there for Chandler to get a good angle for his approach. Ooh, it's about as high as you can take it on the chain configuration there to get it in. I think he feels like he got away with one there. He'll take it. Well, I think this is probably a new name you haven't seen on one of these feature cars before, Max Crotty. He's definitely a De La local. I think he comes from the other side of the Santa Cruz Mountains over there in Saratoga, but he's gotten a lot of rounds in his belt, especially the last couple years competitively at De La, and I'm sure he's had some good rounds at Pinto here. It's cool to see a local boy doing well and being up here in the mix with some of these touring pros.
All right, hole 4, 254, and the drone flew right. I don't know how many people are playing this direction. It's pretty tight over there.
Yeah,
Max likes it.
This right gap is more of a skip shot play.
Okay, and there is some out of bounds there. He's headed for it.
Right.
Oh,
That's
just in front of the bog. So there's no line. It's just only if you're surrounded by water down there.
Yeah, this is Pinto Lake on your right over there. It's kind of the far-reaching points of the lake, but it's pretty murky here. It's not really water. It's almost like moss, so it's pretty tough to actually get surrounded by water over here.
As I say this whole card's going to go right side skip play.
Yep. It's
Josh.
yeah.
Josh says okay at that.
Right.
Little roll away there. And is Chandler looking high here? I think he's going to go stall forehand. Needs a little help.
Yeah, there's a lot at the end to get through there, but it's probably a pretty standard result for that shot. Josh will give this a run, though. He loves to toss these little ABRs up. Ooh.
Stepper. Max is good for
Cash.
it. So he was safe down there. That's a birdie.
Yeah. Definitely when maybe we're getting a lot of rain, that might have been under the water a month or two ago, but it's safe and he cashed it.
All right, on the board.
Nice stepper by Max. The Crotty chop. That was something I heard somebody yelling out there when he made a putt earlier
Nice.
today. I thought was pretty good.
All right, so we head out here into this meadow for the next 8 holes,
Yeah.
and this is a trip.
It is.
Things are hard out here. It's long. It's hotter than other golf in town.
It's more exposed. It's windier.
Yeah, and there's just OB everywhere.
Definitely. Pinto's almost like 2 courses in one. There's the meadow, and then there's the technical part. As you can kind of saw from that drone flyover, we had some really, really thick grass out here this year with all the rain. It really just got mowed the week before the tournament. And so even on the drone flyover, it hadn't been mowed quite yet. But this can traditionally be really, really skippy out here. But with the length of the grass, it's kind of acting like Velcro. So it honestly makes the course a lot more attackable. So that's going to be close for Chandler.
That is close.
Hopefully. All right.
Oh, he gets it.
That's definitely saving a stroke or two.
And you know, Shasta, if the tour came here, I feel like a lot of these holes you would really need to get to keep up with the pace. But
Yeah.
on, you know, just your everyday tournament out here, or even an 8 year, like a lot of these holes are big time bonuses.
Definitely.
475, like with OB everywhere. Even Ezra's kind of, you know, easing back on these holes a little bit.
Definitely. I think, especially right when you get out here to the meadow, these hole 5 and 6, it's oh,
He's going to go back
boom.
to back.
That is a bonus.
Back to back circle 2 there. The man from Saratoga, Max. Hey.
That was a pretty good looking putt, but a little bit low. But yeah, there's definitely, like I was mentioning before, Pinto's it's one of those courses where you really kind of have to play within yourself. And sometimes, maybe you could reach these pins, but got to risk the cost because you really bring OB into play very quickly when you try to push these 470-foot holes. Karate chop. He's getting that jumper warmed up. That's awesome. You don't see many 2s on that hole. One of those gradual slopes right here. You're kind of going uphill the whole time. It's definitely playing well over 400 feet.
Yeah. OB left. A little bit of right to left out there as well.
Yep. There's even actually OB long. This has OB on 3 sides.
Nice clean hyzer from Max.
Put him in that jumper range again.
Yeah. Ezra getting after this one, though.
This needs to
Nice and
hang on a
flat.
bit.
This will give us a good test at how far it really is. I mean, he got on top of that driver, and he's still
Right.
coming up short.
And in years past, that actually could have been flirting with skipping OB. That's how skippy it gets out here.
Wow.
It really is what I was saying. It's making this course more attackable right now.
Okay. Chandler just playing this one for par.
Yeah, just doing kind of a smart hyzer and an upshot.
A little help. Is he going to get it?
There you go. That's another example of it. He knew, like, probably from previous experience, he thought for sure that was going to be OB, but just grippy enough. But I like it. I like it, the fact that these guys can attack it a little bit more. Sometimes you have to play really, really safe out here just to save your strokes. Wow.
Me right now?
He's kind of just putting on a clinic. They're just pushing him back a little bit more. That might have been edge of circle two there.
Yeah, that was huge. Ezra's going to match him now. I saw that karate chop on that one. Bink. That's on the pole.
Giving the gallery what they came for. Here we go. So hole 7. It's another one. It's kind of like tucked in the corner over here where it's surrounded by OB. 330 feet. Maybe plays a little bit longer. A slight uphill on this one.
A little bit of a ceiling here off the tee too, so you kind of have to throw a little flatter. Max finds a way underneath it, and just enough. I think it's easy to fade out early on this one.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, beautiful. One angle hyzer there for Ezra. Chandler playing this one out. Over the OB.
Yeah, he's taking this over the OB the whole flight. Josh is looking for this one to fade a bit. I love how Josh gets the little back up to get that little bit of extra pace on his jump putts.
Oh, good stick there for Chandler.
Nice committed putt there. Oh no! It wasn't a jumper.
Yeah. C2, you get in that rhythm, and then all of a sudden you can't jump. Yeah, that one hurts. That was for 4 in a row.
It was about half the distance of his last birdie putts. Oh, well.
Ezra's going to take advantage of there, tie it up.
Yeah, giving that one a little bit of thought. Kind of let that one get away. All right, hole 8. This is a kind of a newer pin here. This is traditionally a pretty easy par 4. Now they've made it a really hard par 3. It'll be about 20, 25 feet right. They can't see the pin from the tee or really how the disc is flying at the end because it kind of disappears down this hill. OB over the whole time. This is definitely plenty safe, though.
That looks great. Yep. Missing on that left side. There was a little bit of a right to left helping the disc swing back in, and yeah, it needs that wind to shove it down quick. Wow, he really hits those forehands hard.
He does. They check up so nicely, too. Oh, he needs this one to work left, please. He got it high enough, though. Has the time. Oh. If it's in, it's
that
great.
in?
Oh, wow, that's close.
Confirmation.
That's good, too.
Perfect angle.
Yep.
You know, Josh has just barely lost a little pace, but his angle control is still fully there, I think. Yep.
He knows how to get the max distance out of his drives for sure.
There we go. Wrist was totally free on that one.
That's what we're used to seeing. Good bid by Ezra, just a little high. Oh, wow, that's how close it was. Within a meter. But on the good side, he's safe.
And he's good for it this time.
Gets one back. That one feels good. See Josh's family in the background cheering there. His wife and 2 boys.
It's cool.
It's always great to see.
This one playing back into the headwind. 417. Yeah, playing maybe 445 with a little bit of breeze in your face, and can't quite see the pin from the tee pad.
No, it's just blind, and it's pretty much forcing you to throw a hyzer, but you really needed to get flat to get the distance to get there. It's a pump. Curious how Josh attacks it. Yeah, he's taking the flat hyzer. Knows he needs to get the D.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great shot. Circle's edge.
Ezra has the power.
Definitely.
One angle. I don't think he needs to flatten it out too much. Oh, and he does. And a little lift.
Yeah. That's probably be right next to Josh. There it is. Yeah. Is Chandler working it all the way right to left? Or? Yep. Wow.
This is hard, man. That needs a stable disc.
And that's actually really close to OB down there on the left. So just trying to get out of here with his par after that one. Whoa. That's an unusual miss from Josh there.
Yeah.
That was well in the circle.
There we go. Back on track.
All right. Way to clean it up. I know Josh will just pass that off as a anomaly. I'm sure the next putt will be dead center. Probably had a little grip issue on that one.
Is he in his 40s? He's Masters eligible, right?
Yep. Oh, definitely. I think a few years in. I think he decided to play Masters a couple years ago and spanked us all pretty good, and then went back to Open.
All right, this one's straightforward, but this pin.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it's 12 feet up in the air.
Well, it's
from
already
the
on
pad.
a mound. You can't really tell because the grass is so long, but you can see better on this shot. Yeah.
It's really only 7 feet up, but it feels like mountain.
I'd be lying if I said I was a fan. This is a masochistic hole. That's where you want to put it, though.
Yeah, and he's on the headwind side, but he's close enough
right.
that it won't be that big of an issue.
He's inside 20 feet there.
Yeah, if you land out there at 30 feet right, it's a really hard. But he's at 25, but he's on the tailwind side, so it'll help him out a little bit.
And
Josh is parked.
Yeah, it's still
20?
Still a putt.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones where it's like, I mean, I'm 5'10", and I feel like I stood underneath this basket. I could barely reach it over to tap it in. So it's like you kind of don't really want to put it directly under the basket. You want to have it be at least 10 feet away to give yourself a little bit of angle to make it.
And Chandler, a little self-talk there. I think he's going to talk himself into this one.
I don't think he's going to self-talk to lay it up. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so. He's going for it.
Well, at least in his mind he was.
You see that tailwind just kind of slam his nose up putt.
Yeah. I guess the one nice part is you kind of know that it's not really going to roll on this long grass. They're probably going to sit, but Just enough to get it over the rim for the birdie for Josh.
Yeah, that's a solid comeback.
Yeah. I can only imagine if we had a really windy day out here what this hole could have done to some people, but
Yeah, you could just go back and forth on this one
Oh,
for
yeah.
a while. All right, that's a wrap on our front 10 here at Pinto Lake.
yep. Look at the big meadow.
Anthon fam right there.
There's the crew taking a pit stop.
She's got the Chevy hat. He's rocking the Cadillac hat. We got the Osprey
We got the Osprey.
hunting for them radioactive fish over there in
Yep.
Pinto Lake.
He's up there keeping an eye on us all.
All right, guys, we'll catch you soon for the back 10.